Are you sick of living in a tiny craft shack that has no defenses to an online raid and makes you look like a beta? If so, you came to the right place. Today, I present to you the Terminator. The Terminator is a 1x3 core design with a tightly spaced shell that's still easy to navigate. The Terminator is also packed with an insane amount of storage for how big it is. This base design also has InnerPeeks that cover each side of your shell. Above your peaks, you will find a nice symmetrical bedroom floor where you can craft meds and get right back into the PvP. When leaving your bedroom floor, you'll find your WideGap peak downs and you'll find your ankle biter roof peaks. The cost and upkeep for this base will be on the screen now. Right here we have a Satori disconnectable TC, where you can disconnect if your main TC gets blown out in a pummel. In front of the airlocks of the base, you have these nice peeks out into your compound, and on the opposite sides you have your gates. Heading into your first airlock, you have nice big gaps because it's part of the WideGap shooting floor where you can shoot into your compound. Heading straight in, right above you, you're going to find some shotgun traps that are pretty deadly if people try to go deep. Heading into your first shoot, there's two of these by the way, you can get all the way up to your peaks and then your shooting floor. Heading into the main core, we have tons of storage, a drop down that leads down into our core. TC is nicely hidden behind the tier 3, which because it's multi-TC, they will not be able to pick it back up. Heading up the ladder hatch, you're going to find our nice peek down floor with 360 peaks and 360 turret view. We even got a little bit of an open core vibe, and we got some vending machines and some bedrooms. Heading even further up, we got our bedroom floor, where you can mostly live out of a lot of the time. It makes it real easy and convenient to get back into the fight. We have a very nice WideGap shooting floor that's insanely overpowered with these tight, nice peek downs. We also have some nice ankle biter roof peaks that have 360 view on the roof. We have a fancy stairwell up to the top that leads to a 2-door airlock and out. And that concludes the base tour. Now that I've shown you it, why don't I show you guys how to build it step by step. When building the starter, you're going to start with a square, and to the right you're going to put a triangle. Go ahead and seal off the triangle like that, upgrade to wood, and then place down your TC. Straight across from that triangle, you're going to do the same thing on the other side, and then to the left and the right, you're going to put double door frames. Upgrade everything to wood, and put your doors on. To the left, you're going to make it a loot room as so. And to the right, this is going to be your jump up. Until you get garage doors, you're not going to be able to use the jump up correctly, so go ahead and use the furnaces for the time being. Build up the rest of the jump up as so. While I continue to build, I just wanted to remind you guys that I do have a Discord server if you're confused about anything at this build or want to ask any type of questions. You can also leave them down in the comments, but Discord's an easier way to get a hold of me, so yeah, go check me out there. Place this twig so you can build a shelf on the inside, and also it will act as a temporary jump up. Once you have the materials, go ahead and upgrade your base to stone. This will keep people from yoke raiding you or flame raiding you. Don't forget about the frames of the doors. And then of course you need to add sheet metal doors in so then people can't yoke raid through your doors. Once you get enough scrap for a tier 2 workbench, go ahead and craft it up, and then once you get that garage door BP, go ahead and replace those sheet doors with garage doors. Go outside and build up as so then you can add a nice jump up into your main core. You're going to continue building out with one wall on each side and a door right in front of you. Expanding out further, to your left is going to be your entrance into your 3x1, and right above you will be your entrance to your peaks, so make sure you leave that as a frame or keep it wood so then you can soft side it later. Starting into the shell, you might want to slow down this part, but you can place a ladder here and then build foundations as I show. Once you finished it on one side, make sure to repeat it on the other side. It's very symmetrical. Break all the foundations that I show. Go ahead and upgrade all those foundations. Look at the door and go to the left, and this triangle right here will be where your entrance is. Above it, you're going to leave an opening for your shotgun traps later. For now, use sheet doors, but later you're going to want to upgrade the garage doors. Seal this off with a window and an embrasure. To the left is where your chute to your peaks is going to be, so go ahead and seal it off how I show. Place 2 walls on this side and then 2 walls on the opposite side. Make sure to place some ladders for mobility. This space is super symmetrical, so you're just going to do the same thing on the opposite side with the airlock right there and the chute to the left. Just an FYI, if you don't connect all the foundations with some type of wall or something, they will decay. Go ahead and wall off the second floor as well. Repeat what you did to the one chute directly to the other one. Place a ladder, a triangle frame, and then upgrade it, and then place your ladder hatch. This will allow you to get all the way up to the top of your peaks. Remember to repeat it on the other side. Once you have finished that, you can go ahead and start on your peaks. You can also seal off the hole above your airlock. I zoomed out here just so you guys can see a little bit better. Now that you've finished your peaks, let's go ahead and put some entrances on top of your chutes. To the right over here, you're going to go ahead and put a door frame so that you can put a vending machine later. Right there, you're going to go ahead and put a door frame because later that will be a turret pod. We're just repeating the same thing on the opposite side right now. Now that I'm here editing, I realized I messed up, so go ahead and place just a door frame here, sealed off with a sheet door. And later in the build, if you see these doors missing, like where the turret pods go, just know that was a mistake and that you are supposed to have them there. You can go ahead and place the roof as so. It's a little more confusing because it doesn't match the footprint under it. Go ahead and place some ladder hatches or attach jump up if you need to for the moment. If you haven't already, go ahead and upgrade core. The part that I left sheet in that triangle, you can go ahead and make that a loot room or just seal it off. In front of TC, you're going to want to put a window frame, upgrade it to sheet metal, and then put a tier 3 in front of it. Heading upstairs, you're going to want to make the rest of the upstairs completely sheet metal. If you want to add extra stability just in case, go ahead and upgrade your frames to sheet metal too. In your peak downs, to separate them, go ahead and place frames, then garage doors. Repeat this on the other side. You're going to want to add your external TC so you don't get griefed off. You're going to start with a triangle and go out as so. Go 2 more squares, then 1 more triangle to cap it off. Break up the rest of the build up. You'll be aiming straight towards the front door. Waterfall back with triangles, and then get squares on the left side. Break the rest of your build up. It should look as so. Go out 3 more triangles, break your build up, place 1 square, and go back with triangles. I know it's a little complicated, but if you slow it down, you got this. This will be your front entrance, so go ahead and put a window and a door frame as so. You still have to go out and connect it to an actual TC, so go ahead and build out how I'm showing. This window will be your vision outside of the compound. If you have the materials to, go ahead and upgrade the couple things I showed you to sheet metal so then people can't soft side to disconnect your TC. On the left side, you have to place half walls or else it won't be able to disconnect. Upgrade the main part of TC room to sheet metal, and then the rest will be stone. As you're enjoying this whack remix of Silent Night, go ahead and connect your TC. Once you've done it on this side, go ahead and repeat it on the opposite side. Starting on the side externals, you're going to start with a square, go out 2 triangles, and place 2 more squares. Once you cap it off, you can break up your build up. Go ahead and waterfall back, and then place a square and 2 triangles. Break your build up again. Place 1 more square, and then window frames, because this will be your gate later. Place the frame in between to connect it to your WideGaps. Place the embrasures and the sheet double doors. Now that that's done, you still have to connect it to a TC. Same design as the other TC. Make sure you keep 2 half walls on the left side. Remember, if you don't want your gatehouse to decay, you still have to connect the TC. Repeat it on the other side. Go to your entrance wide gaps and add a square on each side, and then frames. Go ahead and build up the frames all the way up to shooting floor level. Build up the frames on your other wide gaps as well. Now that you've finished this, it's about time we upgrade shell. Honeycomb where I show because it will keep your peaks up in an online raid. Repeat the same thing over here. Repeat the exact same thing you did over there on the other side. Upgrade everything I do to sheet metal. Make sure to place the siren lights somewhat centered so then people can't get through your peaks. Add a shelf on this other side for extra loose storage. Follow exactly what I do for the wide gaps. upgrade the top of your jump ups to sheet metal, and then continue on with the bedroom floor. Place garage doors through your whole bedroom floor.